Here with Coach Fry after the end of the Dr. Sander Columbia Challenge. We had a lot of stuff go on today, but the women, I believe, finished in second as a team. Men also, I think, a top 5 finish as well as a team. So talk a little bit about the overall team performance and what stood out to you today.
Lots of things. Stephanie Smith was a big standout today. Winning the 200 meters was great for us. And Jordan Fields winning the high jump, her first meet since 2 springs ago, which was great for us. Winning the pole vault yesterday was big, so we had some big wins. Getting a PR in the weight throw was big. Amanda. All of our girls in the distance races had personal best. So personal best always excite me. Classroom personal best, track personal best, and being a person that finds a way to contribute is the personal best. So they found a way to contribute. We had 1 injury, and all of them loved up on him today when he came back with that shoulder separated. But all of his teammates were excited about him and seeing Stephon. So those are things that excite me.
You know, we talked a lot about the distance PRs. This track really isn't made for a lot of sprint PRs. What do you tell the guys when they're maybe a little frustrated, when they're not getting PRs? You know, it is a slower track for sprints, but what do you tell those guys?
Well, it's about the competition. That's why it's a scoring to a scored meet is important. You kind of get your mind wrapped up into you're just doing running fast every time, but it comes to a point running fast is one thing, but you got to compete for your team. You know, you're gonna be a family guy. You got to be a team guy. You got to be able to take care of your family and learning how to love your teammates, where you go ahead and go hard, even though you're not getting some personal goals, because it isn't always going to be about you.
You know, we saw Will come back. We saw Aaliyah come back. Some people kind of make appearances, Jordan as well. How exciting is it to kind of get this team getting going now as we get kind of towards the middle part of the indoor season?
It's great. You know, got a few things we can work through. Having Will be able to do 2 races this week. I think we got 2 weeks we can get him back to where it was at Clemson in December. Aaliyah, you know, she kind of got through that race and told herself that she can run off on her. She had a little injury there, and we got to be careful with her. We got 3 weeks to get her ready to go, have her ready to go to Clemson meet. So she knows she can go back and practice at a higher level, which makes our mile relay go. You know, we're excited about getting them back on their feet and getting them back running.
Awesome. And looking forward to home meet again next week. What are you excited about with our home meet?
Well, 2 home meets back to back gives us a chance, the fastest track in America, gives us a chance to start having some more of those PRs. And so that's the big thing, is improving, because the kids found here, the straightaways are long, the banks are low. It's almost like running outdoors, but it has a little more energy, which is great, and it has a team atmosphere to it. So we're pretty excited about going back home.
Do you have anything last to talk about this meet or to tell the fans before we get back home?
You know, the more and more we've seen so many of our alumni come out and visit with us today. Jonathan Fortenberry, our record holder for freshmen in the quarter, and the records that Quincy broke, came out and laughed with us a little bit about the fact he hated to see his records going. Those things, Brianna Hayes being out, and then Chrome being out. So we just had alumni all the way back to 1995, 97. And so it's good when we come here and they're able to come and visit the sport, track and field. Because most of the time, most of everybody that visited us that ran track is a football fan. You know, so they get to talk to me like I'm involved with the football, which I'm not, but they all like to talk about football. How's recruiting in football? So I tell them we got a good track team, it's running good, and they'll still get me back to how we're doing in football. So that excites me. At least they come out. They're Gamecocks to their heart in New York City. And so we get to go out tonight and have dinner with a couple of our Gamecocks, and that's fun, so that we can visit with them. So our kids are celebrities to our alumni.
And lastly, you know, we saw Miss USA here yesterday. Talk a little bit about that. I didn't get a chance to ask you that yesterday. How exciting was it to see her come here?
That's awesome. And for the city to appreciate her and not know that she was a Gamecock. I think yesterday helped her a little bit with her page, and that this city, today we saw where they put things out about her. That means more people in the city are realizing that she is a Gamecock. And so I'm glad that more people find out about the prestigious things that the kids from the University of South Carolina do. You know, you got 4.0 students that go on to get law degrees and go on to be Miss USA. She is not an anonymous. We have that's a regular thing for our kids. And to see Miss Wadlin today go out and run the #1 time in the world, I mean, these are the things that is expected of Gamecocks. And so we're proud that we exhibit it for our university. Our university is that kind of university, getting that kind of reputation, and then soon to be recognized as one of the top universities in this country. Right now, one of the top 32 public schools in the country, soon to move itself into the top 20. Most of the schools in this country that are in the top 10 or top 20, that's where they've been. We're on that progressive mode to move ourselves into knocking somebody out of that spot, because the rest of it sitting there for 20 years, then it's going to be top 10. Just like we're going to move our track team back into the top 5. If it's to be, it's up to me. Who can? I can. What's to do? Let's do it. Go Gamecocks.
See you later, Coach.